God bless you. God bless you. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I wanted to come to you in a different way on today. I hope that everyone have been enjoying the devotions that have been provided to you by JDL Ministries, that you've been enjoying Treasure and Truth devotions. And if it has been a blessing to you, if it has been beneficial to you, if it has been uplifting and encouraging to you, share it with someone. Not only that, but from time to time, just give me your feedback and let me know how you enjoyed it and what you think about the ministry that has gone forth. Today, I just want to share with you something from Isaiah 61:3 that says, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they may be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. You know, today I just want to speak to you from this simple thought, if you allow me, to change your clothes. Now, why would you say that, Elder Lot, change my clothes? The reason why I say change your clothes is because sometimes when we get dressed, the way that we get dressed also is a reflection of our mindset or how we feel or our feelings or our emotions. You know, even though you see me sometimes, even now, sitting here in black, doesn't mean that I'm depressed. But today I just felt when I looked in the closet trying to find out what I was going to put on, I felt a little melancholy. The situation with what's going on with my father, even now being in the hospital, kind of weighed a little heavy on my mind last night. And when I woke up this morning, I still was in a state that I was concerned and that I was praying and asking the Lord and petitioning God that he would move on our behalf, on our family behalf, that he would heal and complete the healing process for my father. So when I put on what I put on today, it pretty much reflected how I was feeling when I got up this morning. You know, if I get up on a particular day and I put on a bright color shirt, is because I woke up that morning and for some reason I just felt joyous. I just felt excited. I just felt as though I could conquer the world, and it was reflected in the bright color shirt that I was wearing or a pair of slacks that I was wearing that had multicolors in it. When I get dressed for church and I put on a particular tie, and that tie kind of just explodes with color. It's just where my mindset is, where my heart is, where the spirit that I have when I got up that morning. And so Isaiah the prophet says that he was going to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for their ashes. You know, the ashes that they have been experiencing with being downtrodden, the ashes that they experienced with being overridden by all of the things that have come against them, even though they were so disobedient and God decided to punish them and put them in captivity. He said that he was going to change that atmosphere for them. He was going to give them a new chance, a new life. And those ashes that they were wearing because they were mourning, he was going to give them something that was going to bring them joy. It says the oil of joy for mourning. You know, during that time, when people came to a celebratory event, when they came to a party, when they came to something that was to explore or explode with joy, they poured oil on them because the oil represented joy. It represented the free-flowing presence of the Lord. So the prophet Isaiah says that he was going to give them oil of joy for their mourning. And then he said the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. You know, the clothes that you put on sometimes represents your mood. And so when you feel that spirit of heaviness, you know, you have to take the time to change your clothes and not put on the clothes that represent your heaviness, but clothes that's going to represent you being joyful. Clothes that's going to represent you feeling like you are an overcomer. Clothes that's going to represent you overcoming your situation and being delivered into something that's better and greater. But this is what I really like. When he got to the part, he said that they may be called trees of righteousness. Now watch this now. What God was representing, or what he was using the prophet to prophesy, and what he was using the prophet to proclaim and exclaim, is that the trees represented righteousness, because trees always stand upright. They're always stretched out. They always look as though they're reaching towards heaven. Not like the weeping willow tree that's always bowed down. It always looks sad. That always looks like it's burdened with situations, is burdened with the weight of the wind, of the rain, of the snow, of the sun beaming down on it. Not like the weeping willow, but like trees that represented strength, that represented praise, that represented greatness. You know, strong men during those times were called trees because they were strong men, because trees can withstand everything. The wind can blow as hard as it possibly can, and if that tree is rooted, it will not be moved. It may sway, It may lean, but it doesn't come out. And then what you got to understand also is that when he said trees of righteousness, trees always represent as though they're lifting their arms towards heaven to give God praise. And so God says, if you change your clothes, he used the prophet to get them to understand, if you change your clothes of heaviness to a place of praise, and if you act like trees of righteousness and stretch your arms out towards heaven and give me praise, I will be in the midst of you. And then he says that the planting of the Lord, that they may be glorified. God wants to glorify you in your situation, in your dilemma, in your problem. God wants to glorify you. Why does God want to glorify you? Because he wants to show and prove that he is the one that's able to bring you out. People know what you're going through. People know that you're broke. People know that you are feeling disgusted. People know that other folks are talking about you. People know that your job is not what you want. But God says, if you will act like the tree of righteousness and stretch forth your branches towards me in praise, I will bring you out, and you will be glorified, because they will know that it was only me who can bring you out. You're sitting in a God case. You may not even understand it. You don't understand why you're there, but God knows why you're there, and he's setting you up so that you can be brought out, so that you can get the glory of what he wants to do in your life. So I want you to understand today to change your clothes. Forget about being downtrodden. Forget about walking around with your head down. Lift your head up. Be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty. The Lord that is going to give you peace. The Lord is going to give you joy. The Lord that is going to uplift you. Today I want you to change your clothes. Go study that. Go look at that Isaiah 61 verse 3. And once again, I'll read it for you just so you can get it once again. He says, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they may be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. God bless you on today. Thank you for being a part of the Treasure and Truth Daily Devotion. Thank you for being a part of JDL Ministries. And once again, I hope that this blesses you, that this uplifts you, and this benefits you. And if you have any concerns, any questions, any problems, if you just want to be of encouragement, feel free to send your messages to us through Facebook, through Twitter, through Instagram. You can follow us. You can be there with us all the time. God bless you, and I hope today is a blessed day for you.